Hi everyone, welcome to our How to Asalato series where we provide you with a library of single-handed Asalato tricks to learn. Today we are going to cover how to do Heli. Heli is a very versatile trick and it can be used to replace shakes. Now we'll be incorporating Heli into the practices that we provided in the last tutorial over here, learning how to do a flip-flop. But first, let's go into how to do Heli. Now I'll be showing how to do the motions of a Heli on my right hand. It is my dominant hand, but if your dominant hand is not the right, it's fine. You can use your left and we will use the same phrase inwards or outwards. To perform a Heli, we are using an inward motion. What I mean is the Asalato will rotate inwards, which means on my right hand, I am moving in an anti-clockwise direction, inwards. If I'm playing on the left, I'm moving in a clockwise position. So the motion's coming in inwards in this way. There's another kind of Heli, we call it the reverse Heli, because the motions are going in the reverse way. So we are moving outwards. So just keep in mind the words that I'm going to use. Inwards for Heli and outwards for the motions of the reverse Heli. Let's start with how to do Heli, which means our motions are going inwards. We'll be utilizing the flip-flop to allow our motions of the Heli to enter. Release the Asalato here, and we're going to swing it inwards. For reverse Heli, we are also using the same motions, using the shake up and down to ensure that the rotation carry on. For example, to do the Heli with the flip-flop, we need to know how it enters from the flip-flop to Heli and likewise from Heli back to flip-flop. So from this position, to enter into a Heli, which means inward rotation, we are going to do a flip-flop first, and when it comes back here for the collision, we are going to bring it over in this rotation inwards. For example, now from Heli back to flip-flop, we have to do the rotation inwards first. This will be the motion. When the Heli continues inward, once it reaches this end here, bring it upwards, open your hands, and it should go over your thumb, colliding, and then using the shake continuity to bring back to this position. Now if I combine flip-flop and Heli continuously, one tip in terms of how your Heli transitions to a flip-flop and likewise is the position of your hands. When we are doing a flip-flop, our fingers are like this and the motion goes. But from a flip-flop and transiting to a Heli, we are bringing down our fingers so that the fingers will not stop the rope from going. So each time we do a flip-flop and bring it down, our fingers are down. And then when we go back to a flip-flop again, the fingers are up. Now let's move on to reverse Heli. Just keep in mind that the rotation is the reverse of your Heli. So we are going outwards. In an outward format, we will first enter from the flip, rotate it outwards like this. Now, from the reverse Heli, we want to return back to our flip-flop, and we will enter from the back, this area. Now let's combine the two halves from flip-flop to reverse Heli and reverse Heli back to flip-flop. Now I'm going to provide you with two practice sets, and these two practice sets are actually the same from our tutorial here with flip-flops. But this time we are replacing the shakes or the stops with the grab with a Heli or a reverse Heli. So the first set we are going to do a Heli rotation. Now the next practice is your reverse Heli, outward rotation with the flip-flop. Now in this upcoming clip, I will just show you the similarity in terms of time between a shake and a Heli. With all these practices, remember not to limit yourself. Try a range of different variations, and I'll see you in the next one.